good to be back. It's been probably 4 months since I made my last bipolar themed YouTube video. Whew, it has been a whirlwind. I just wanted to chat a little bit with you guys and catch up. I feel like I started the series of my bipolar journey on YouTube with talking about grief. I had lost my abuelita at the end of last year, so 2023 December was like really when it started to get bad for her. She passed. We went to her funeral in January, and a lot's happened since then. I mean, it is August. We just started August, and so I had been working a full-time job. It was very stressful for me, really difficult to keep up with everything, and I actually got a performance improvement plan, which is also known as a PIP. Honestly, I felt like there was a lot of inequality with like me struggling with bipolar and not really having the time to heal and the space that I needed for myself. And I talked to HR about it. I knew my role was really taxing on me. I actually gained 30 pounds in 3 or 4 months, which is a lot. And so I've kind of subsequently also started this like health and wellness kickstart journey as well. And so like if you're following me on Facebook, on Instagram, you've seen me post a little bit more. You can follow me at Melissa Marie too. That's my Instagram handle. That's where I'm primarily sharing everything. But yeah, I ended up quitting my job. Actually, once I got the PIP, I was also going on a trip to Hawaii with my family, and it was an awesome trip, and I had so much clarity. I knew I'd been struggling with like, do I stay at this job? What do I do? And I didn't really have a backup plan, but I knew I needed to quit, and I did. I quit as soon as I got back. I was like, hey, like I need to move on from this job. I talked to my boss about it, and she was like, I can't say it's a surprise. Like she knew I was really unhappy in my role, and so I quit my job and I started working part-time. There's a coffee shop a little over a mile away from where I live, and I'm lucky enough to know the owners, and they had an opening for community manager for the co-working side of things. So I'm drinking a little bit of coffee right now. And I get to work there. So I've been working 20 hours a week and then also working on my business, which is something else I kind of wanted to process with whoever is watching this. I think it's actually really common for people who have bipolar disorder to start their own business, which I find really interesting because on one hand it provides so much freedom for time-wise, but on the other hand you're running a business and that's really freaking hard. And so if you know somebody who's like struggling with bipolar disorder or just starting to get stable, like I would encourage them to reach out to me on Instagram or on YouTube. You can comment below. I find that it's really been a huge thing for me to be able to pour creative energy and to do some content creation. I have worked with nonprofits for like 8 years. So my business is a nonprofit consulting business, and I've created online tools. So it's very like passive income oriented right now, which is really helpful. But yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of in this spot with my career where I'm trying to navigate what do I do next. Like I'm working part-time, so that means like financially things are a little tight for me. But I also am lucky enough to have a bunch of sponsorships with different brands like Acta, or Apress Beauty, which is a like health and wellness brand. I'm also with Vital Apparel, which is my favorite. This actually is like a tank top, like a cropped sports bra that I love, and I'm wearing matching pants. It's super soft, and why I like it, one is that it's a really great product, and two, it also is something that gives back 1% of every sale to help nonprofit mental health causes. And so that's one reason I love shopping there. Is it's important for me to work with an organization that gives back. But yeah, so I'm like lucky I've got like another handful of sponsorships that are coming down the pike, which is really exciting. But I know that like I'm kind of getting off on a tangent. What I'm trying to say is multiple streams of income when you have bipolar is something that's so huge and has been so helpful for me, because when my energy is low, I can fall back on, I've got this buffer of, I can take a few days off. I can take like almost a week off, aside from my part-time job, which, you know, is like max 4 hours a day. So it's totally fine. I can usually power through that. But, yeah, I would say like stability wise, I'm doing much better. I still rapid cycle, which is something that I've talked about a little bit before, like on my stories. But rapid cycling, if you don't know, is a variant of bipolar 2 that people basically go through the manic and depressive really quickly. It's usually not quite as fast. I'm like probably the fastest rapid cycler I know. But yeah, I mean, basically like every Thursday comes around, and leading into like part of Friday, I get super depressed, super low. And this is actually a Thursday that I'm recording this, which is surprising that I have energy to do so. But yeah, my energy is typically really low when I get into depressive. Take things really personally. Also, as a woman, I'm on my period. So like a lot of hormonal factors go into place. But yeah, I basically just wanted to jump on here and do like a quick update. I'm currently trying to figure out what I want to do with my job. I love where I am right now, but I know it's not where I should be for the long haul. So as somebody who also like has a faith background, I'm trying to navigate like, you know, what does God want me to do? Like for some people it might be just like higher power or the universe, but for me it's God. And like, what does he want me to do? What is he guiding me to? Why have I not been able to hold a job for more than 9 months? Is it the bipolar? Should I go on disability? Or is it something that I actually really like can power through? It's hard to discern that right now. And so if you're the praying type and you're watching this, I would love prayers. I'll be praying for whoever watches this video that just you would find the direction that you need if you're looking for it. But yeah, overall, if you have questions about what it's like to have bipolar 2, if you need a community, like that's something I would love to build eventually. And yeah, I'm hoping to do more stuff with YouTube. I've been on and off for years with YouTube. I actually just watched a friend of mine. We were going to do a collaboration while I still lived in Colorado. And she's in LA, and she just started monetizing, which is so awesome. So shout out to Diana. It's been so fun just watching other YouTubers' journeys, especially with smaller micro influencers, which is kind of what I am as well. So yeah, I just like, I'm so excited. I'm excited for what's to come, even though I'm really nervous and anxious about it. I'm hopeful that like, and I'm really like emotionally hopeful too. Because like even in the last 7-8 months, like I have grown so much. I am so much more stable, even through like a really traumatic ending to a job, and I can totally talk more about that. But for now, I'm not talking about it today. And it's just one of those things that like, I am still doing therapy. I'm still taking my medication. I'm still on track with those things. I'm working out pretty consistently. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see more of that stuff. If you want to see more of that here as well, just let me know. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to spend the rest of the morning journaling. I have a back injury, so I'm icing that and taking like half of my time. So I'm only working 10 hours a week this week while I recover. But yeah, I've got like my Bible, my coffee, my journal, and I did my morning gratitude, which I do every day. And it's really about building those small routines, having community, and sticking to your like, what do they call it? Yeah, routines, just like your regimen. And I know that can be really hard, especially when you're feeling depressive or even manic. Like it can feel like I'm just going to do it and then rush through it, but really like lean into feeling grateful every day. I was listening to the running podcast, and I don't even run, but I love listening to it because they have some great speakers on there. And they talked about the science of smiling, and it was so cool because I used to do something in college called smile breaks, and I would just go up to one of my friends and I'd be like, smile break, and I would make them smile at me with me for 7 seconds, just like to feel better. Like whether they needed to feel better or I did, we would just like call out a smile break. And it was a little weird looking back, but it also actually worked. Like I would feel it make a difference. And I've been thinking since yesterday, listening to that podcast on a walk, like maybe I should bring that back. You know, kind of like encourage my partner to do that with me. I think he would think it was really silly, but he also wants to like be supportive and help me. So like maybe that's something that like we bring back, is just like smile breaks. It's really the little things that can make such a difference, especially with a mood disorder. Mood disorders are tricky, and they definitely don't have to be. So yeah, I've had bipolar for about 4 years as a diagnosis, and it's been tough, but it's definitely been something I've like grown through, and yeah, I'm just so grateful today. I like feel really proud sharing my story. I feel really like that's my calling, is to like share my life, and it can be vulnerable, it can be scary, especially like I weigh so much more than I used to, and I am moodier, and there feels like so much is wrong with me in a lot of ways, but it also is one of those things that like there's a lot going for me too, and I have to lean into that and remind myself of that. And it's okay that I'm emotional, it's okay that I have bipolar too. It doesn't define me, but it is an element of my life that is so real. And I'm lucky enough to have people who love and care about me, and I am open to being loved when I don't feel like I want it even, or when I feel like I don't deserve it, and I totally felt that way this morning. So I get it if you feel that way. But yeah, hydrate. That's another thing. Take care of yourself. And yeah, I will try to post more videos. I know that the last couple of videos I've had have been really helpful. If you want a relationship-based one, I can get my boyfriend to come on here with me and maybe talk about what it's like for him. He's very shy, so like probably we'll maybe take a Q&A when we have some more followers asking questions, and I will write them down and ask him, and that could be a way to do that. But yeah, ask questions. Like seriously, I really am genuinely wanting to help people that are navigating this space. So okay, that's it. I'm not gonna make this a long video. I just wanted to pop on here and wish you all well, catch you up. I have not fallen off the face of the earth, and let's just dig deep. Let's be here. Let's journey together. Let's feel a little less alone and a lot more connected and informed and supported. Sound good? All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.